Thokozani. Welcome to our channel. I am Gogo and welcome to Gogo TV. It is a pleasure having you here today, and thank you very much for viewing this video. I hope we can all learn together, and let this be the platform where we learn and share our experiences. So please do subscribe to our channel, like, share with everybody else. Thank you very much. So kajeno he baratuwa baka re tlo bua ka ditoro, sizokhuluma ngamaphupho, re tlo bua ka dreams. We're going to talk about dreams. So I will briefly explain according to na hore ditoro ke eng, because this is it's a topic that I get a lot of questions about. It is a topic that affects quite a lot of people in all their different ways. So I usually describe ditoro or dreaming. It is a journey of the spirit into a spiritual dimension. Alright? Ha re bua he ka spiritual dimension, re bua ka dintho tse ngata kapa tse fapafapaneng that people see in their dreams. So the dream is the start for what you are supposed to see, what you're being warned against, or what is yet to come, or what has happened, or what is happening. So there are various ways in which a dream can come to life, right? And most people experience their dreams when they are sleeping, and then there are those that experience daydreaming as well. So dreams affect people in different ways, right? Dreams have a great significance with regards to the communication that we have with our ancestors, right? So what that part means is that now, whatever you have asked your ancestors, whatever we pahlel and say, no, I'm asking for direction, or I'm asking for this, or whatever you have asked your ancestors for, they come to you and then they tell you, or they show you in your dream, Uguti, this is what it is, or kyonan twinana, or keing, but they come and they show you those pictures, right? And then if you don't know what to do with it, then you therefore see a facilitator or a sangoma, a medium, who then will help you then decode the things that you or messages that are meant for you. What do dreams mean? Dreams, they are believed to carry messages. So a dream, it carries messages from the ancestors through gifted people, right? Through gifted people who then therefore have special knowledge and understanding about spirituality, or African spirituality in this case, right? This is the kind of communication that needs to be well taken care of. When we talk about dreams, we don't talk about guesswork. When we talk about dreams, we're talking about instructions. We are talking about warnings. We are talking about things that are yet to happen. We are talking about things that impact the now in the living, meaning that dream will often affect the present, right? Despite of its content. So the content is another challenge on its own, but the dream in itself, Leona, is a challenge on its own. Now, this communication, you then become more aware of it through spiritual healers, through, again, I say, a facilitator, which can be a medium or anybody else, also your DNA. There are certain dreams that are DNA dreams. So according to your lineage, abasegini, igazi lakho, madia how, there are those dreams, which then therefore have to be interpreted. And if not interpreted, then confirmed. Right? So when we say interpreted, sikhuluma nabantu who don't understand what it means, whatever they're dreaming, or why they're dreaming it, or whatever. Those people, then they need an interpretation of what their dream is. And then those who need a confirmation are those who've had dreams and they see and they understand, but they just need to understand, yes, this is definitely what they're trying to say to me. So this is where now your facilitator then looks into that. So that is just a basic of what we then therefore say a dream is. But there are things about dreaming as well that people experience, right? So there are some people who experience such intense dreams that they cannot remember their dreams, right? So the causes for some people not to remember their dreams, one is being uncleansed. If you're not cleansed, your ancestors will play very far from you. And even if they play near, it is a dangerous game. So it is very important to cleanse in and out. In and out. If you want clarity, and I mean clarity, seeing a dream and seeing it as bright as daylight, be cleansed. Get yourself cleansed. You will not regret getting cleansed. Getting cleansed does not mean that you are committing to some other whatevers that people may think, those misconceptions that are there about ubunyanga namasango manani. It is not about that. It is about you being able to get to a space of clarity where you can understand, when your ancestors come to you and through you. So you're not shocked, you're not amazed, you're not what, you are more receptive because you are cleansed and you are aware that, there are certain messages that I'm expecting to hear, there are certain things that I would like to deal with. And the only way is that if amahlozi wami angikhanyisela indlela forward. So being cleansed is the major reason, or not being cleansed is the major reason why people forget their dreams. The next reason as to why people forget their dreams is that they do not rely on their ancestors, right? So when your ancestors come to you with a dream and then you are expecting somebody to tell you that, no, you had a dream, your ancestors came to you. You need to stand up, put on your shoes, go look for help. You need to be the one who propels yourself to go find that help, because that help will help you and it will help your ancestors in terms of communicating with you much better than they would if you are in a space where rather they don't recognize or where you don't speak to them and invite them to live there with you. So this is something to be aware of. Now, the decoding of dreams. This is my advice when you want your dreams to be decoded or you want your dreams to be explained. 1, clarity and patience is key. Clarity in terms of all those things. And the patience, therefore, of having to deal with those dreams, because those dreams are not an overnight sensation thing that can be switched off. There are things that need to be followed, there are things that need to be done, so that you have a much better understanding and clarity of your dreams and of your surroundings or your environment. Also, I mean, in decoding dreams, I always advise for a person who cannot remember their dreams, if you dream and you wake up, have a journal or have those exercise books, those, you know, those ones, those 3 quires that you used to buy in school, lezo. Rather have those or the smaller version, or get a diary or a journal where you write, to know, on the first ngaphupha so, on the second ngaphupha logo, so that the day that you actually decide, or amahlozi wakho akuvulela indlela for you to go get assistance, you know exactly where you're going to start from. You're not going to start in jail from nowhere and say, oh no. Document your dreams, write them down. You need to keep track of what is happening in your mind, in your heart, in your life, in your environment. You need to be aware of that, attend to that. Be kind to yourself and jot down the necessary things that you need to remember, because they will affect you. If not in the now, you will see it through your children's children. So not following through with something, if you think that, okay, for your own benefit, you can get away, it's fine. But what if one day, because you didn't go and get help, your child's child has the same dream that you had when you were 16? It's just an example. So for us to avoid bringing the future generation under unnecessary burdens, let us go and find help so that we can better explain to our children or the coming generation of what is going on and why is it going on, because you cannot live blindsided. You cannot live with, what do they call those things? What do they call those things they put on horses? Is it horses? Yes, it's not a or something like that. But yes, there's some things that you know, those things, you can't live like this. Whereas you can't see on the right, you can't see on the left, you can't see above. But you can't live like this. There is no way you can live like this. There's a much bigger perspective behind this. There's a much bigger picture behind this. So learn not to incubate yourself, but rather allow yourself to understand and branch out and feel and experience that in which you need for your life. Let it not be according to anybody else, but the needs of your life. So I'm just gonna briefly then therefore touch on the 4, I think it's 4 types of dreams. So there's the dreams about life, right? The dreams about life, the ones that give you daily direction about what you should be doing. There are people who are led kamoya on some no kana kwetjena uchisa kerese tjena kapa kana kwetjena you do this. There are those people who their lives are on the basis of directions that they get on a daily basis from their ancestors, right? And then there are recurring dreams. So recurring dreams are the dreams that come back. So these are the dreams that come back over and over again. Day pita pita, it's like a movie on repeat. You dream it for the next 3 years. If you're not about getting help, you'll have the same dream for years. And what that can mean, one is that your ancestors, one might be trying to show you something. They might try to correct you through something, or they're trying to teach you something. But also a recurring dream is that sometimes your ancestors are tired of showing you the same thing in different ways, and you're still not getting the necessary help that you need to go and get. So be careful of recurring dreams. They can be good, they can be bad. And then number 3, there are working dreams. right? So these are the dreams that you have of you doing the things that you need to do, or doing things that need to be completed, right? So now you always having dreams of, hey, I was being sebenze somewhere, or I've been what. They are different working dreams. There are some people who, they've dreamed, no, I dreamt I was wearing a doctor's coat and I was a doctor and what. Kanti there was a great grandmother of yours who was a doctor, ofuna ukuthi nawe ulaphe uphilise abantu in the same manner. So these are the dreams that come and they show you the type of work that amadlozi wakho would love for you to do, and that they would definitely support you in and guide you in. And then last but not least, there are spirit vibrations. There are spirit vibrations. Spirit vibrations, they are not physical in nature, right? They are not physical in nature, but they are difficult to then put a physical characteristic to them. So this could be recurring dreams of the deceased. This could be now when somebody has passed. This is now influence of behaviors as well that happen during certain events, be it umngcwabo, be it umshado, but there are certain things, there's some spiritual vibrations in those spaces that you feel ukuthi, I know, even though it's maybe a joyous, celebration, there's something off. Even if it's a funeral, then you get this vibe, man, there's something that is not right. That in itself, it is something to be aware of, and it is something that affects the person who then therefore is going through those feelings. But last and not definitely least, I'm sorry guys, there was actually 5 types of dreams that I was about to mention, but the last but not least, then it is lucid dreams, right? Lucid dreams, they often come when somebody is awake. So it often is followed by the statement of a dream that felt so real. It felt so real. Hey, somebody was pulling my leg. It felt so real. Somebody cut me, or you wake up with a scratch. Hey, it felt so real. And you actually woke up with that scratch. That is a lucid dream. So also, you're on a lucid dream when you start to overthink. When you start to overthink about lucid dreams, you actually forget them. And often lucid dreams often carry the conclusion of the dream. They often come with a conclusion while dreaming. Unlike when you wake up in the middle of a dream and then you don't know how it ended. A lucid dream, it comes with a conclusion. You would say, no, I started here, I ended here, or I stopped there, and this is where I ended, and this was why, and that was why. So a lucid dream is like that. And it often comes with the solution. Prepare all the way through. It comes with the solution. And the best thing you can do if you experience any of the above dreams, or dreams in general, document them down, write them down, whether it's in your notes on your phone, or you get a diary, whether you get a notebook, note them down so that you can remember, you can recall, you can reference, right? Why? So that your things are clear, so that there is clarity, so that you can have a better understanding of what is happening to you and happening around you. Because amaphupho amanye ayathusa, amanye ayajabulisa. And the processes of handling them both are different. So, thank you very much for tuning into this episode. Can't wait for the next one. Please do communicate with us in the comment section about how you feel, what you think, and your experiences therefore We would definitely love to hear from you. And Thokozani makukhanye kube hlehle bogogo nabomkhulu kulunge, and may all things work together for your good. Thokozani.